Hello, Capricorns. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you're new, please be sure to click that subscribe button. And Capricorn, make sure you show me some love with some thumbs up on this video. This is your Sun, Moon, and Rising general energy reading for Capricorns, February 1st through the 15th, 2019. You guys know general energy will not resonate with everyone every time, but I do ask my guides to please provide helpful information for everyone who tunes in. Keep in mind, guys, this is the energy that's around you. That's what I'm reading, the energy that's around you for this period. That means that you can be acting on this, or this can be happening to you. Okay, but I'm only going to read it one way. So keep that in mind while you're listening to this. We will be using Wisdom of the Oracle and the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. I've already pulled your Oracle card, Fork in the Road. And I will be reading the information from Colette's book because I love what she writes about her cards. I love the art on her cards. So let's get to this. Fork in the road, the essential meaning. Time to make a decision. Considering the consequences as you prepare to act. Owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. The Oracle's message. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at the fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. The relationship message from this card. You've reached a moment of truth in your evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose? To open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated? To go deeper and commit to mutable passion, no mutual, or to walk away. This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desires and follow it. Be honest with yourself and what you are willing to do, invest, and give. Then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. I love that. A relationship based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision. Apparently, I can't say decision today. Rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone, or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of genuine connection. All roads lead to the lesson. You must learn in your relationship, regardless of the decision you make. It will place you on the path of a truer experience of the heart. Wow. All roads lead to lessons. Hear that? But for relationship wise, it's saying all roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationship. What are you going to choose? Wow, Capricorn. That's a lot to deal with right now. The fork in the road. Goodness gracious. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, February 1st through the 15th, 2019. All right. Very large deck. We're getting 2 cards here. All right, Capricorn, fork in the road. What shall you choose? Well, you have air above you and below you, rooting you and hovering over you. So this is a lot of contemplation here. Really, really, really wanting to think this out and plan this out here. It does feel as though that you feel as though that there's some betrayal here. So with the relationship information saying that you have to move forward with an authenticity, I am wondering if there has been betrayal in your relationship. Whether it was you who enacted it or was enacted towards you here. But if you're wanting to move forward with this relationship, you're going to have to choose this in the most authentic way. You're going to have to choose love and have to choose fighting for love. I don't want to use that. You shouldn't have to fight for love ever, in my opinion. It's more like putting in this effort, going to therapy, going to couples counseling. All right. But obviously that's not going to resonate for all of you Capricorns, but it does feel as though that there is some sort of information around a relationship here. It feels as though that even if it's not about a marriage, this could be between you and a family member, you and a friend, whatever have you here. You are just analyzing everything, which is good because it feels as though that this fork in this road, this choice that you're going to have to make, whether it be the path less traveled or the one overwhelmingly traveled. Now, when I pulled this card for you, the reason I did it before I started the video is because I like to read what I'm going to read aloud, because let's face it, reading aloud isn't easy. And I don't like to edit the videos because I want this to be authentic as I'm reading it. While I was reading it, I don't know if you guys have seen this show called The Magicians. It's on Sci-Fi. I'm not promoting it. I'm not associated with it. I have not been paid to say anything about it. I just happen to really like the show. And there's a point where they're in Fillory. If you've seen it, you know, but if you don't, Fillory is a magic land. And Quentin is with Penny, and they have to go through this sort of misty looking portion of the forest. And when they get in it, they realize it's opium. And so they get very disoriented, don't really know where they're going, and they keep going around in circles, which, by the way, if you are a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, you should definitely watch that video. All right. And every time they get to this path, there's a big boulder, and they can go right or they can go left, and they keep continuing to go right. Penny says, well, this looks like a way that's been used a lot, and they keep going until finally they get there. And Quentin has this aha moment. He's like, no, let's go the way that people don't use a lot. So this is your free will. You can make this choice. I have no power over your choice. I am just telling you the scene that my guides showed me. All right. So perhaps you are considering taking the path less chosen here. Could have a fire sign involved, could have a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius involved. Or like I said, if you feel as though you're a cusper, that could be involved there. That information could relate to you. So that this very well could represent you here. But this queen, she is very passionate and very wise, but she can also be very domineering and very jealous and have, you know, some less lovable qualities. With the Five of Earth here, this feeling loneliness, I'm wondering if you, possibility, doesn't mean it is, this means it could be happening to you, have been a little over domineering in this relationship, all right? Or your partner has been a little over domineering in this relationship. And this has left either you or them feeling very, well, it's the Five of Earth, okay? This lack of support. And this is why you are in this sort of betrayed, which decision should I make? Should I speak authentically, let this other person know what they've done to me, how they've made me feel? Or should I leave the road less challenged? I don't want to go in circles around and round with them. But this is the thing about the road less challenged. It could be the road less taken. It could be the challenge of going to some sort of couples therapy. It could be the challenge of mending things and working things out. Or it could be the challenge of starting out on your own. This is all up to you here. Well, of course, they've got this. So with the Seven of Fire here, wanting to come out with the Hierophant so badly, it does feel as though that, ooh, okay, I'll get to that. It does feel as though that you've got this. It feels like you'll be true to yourself, true to your form, who you are as the Capricorn, all right? You want to make responsible choices. You want to have that steady, ready kind of flow. You want to be traditional even. And so you may choose the path of resistance, but of the least resistance. The path that's going to push back, but that you get to push through. And that's one of harmony, one of mending, one of creating this new relationship, this new hope. Because I really feel like this is around some sort of relationship. Could possibly be the relationship with yourself. Keep that in mind. Getting to know yourself better. Deciding to be true to who you truly are. I do not know what's wrong with that dog. Why he keeps pacing. Oh no, that she keeps pacing back and forth. I don't know. One of the two. So with the Four of Water here and the Five of Fire, it feels very, fire and water does feel like a challenge here. That is truly, fire and water obviously do not mix very well. There will be some conflict. There will be some, there will be someone holding back. Holding back, reaching out for the cup and taking it. Holding back, getting up and choosing the path. So please, again, I feel as though the word resistance came to me for a reason earlier. There will be some resistance in this, but this is about fighting for it here. Again, not fighting for it, but it's more of a determination, being determined to mend things, fix things, traditions, being determined to be the best you, being determined to get the best out of this resolution, being determined to want harmony. There'll be times when you don't want to fight, times when you don't really want to give it what you've got, times where you just want to keep to yourself, but you must resist. So my guides told me that this time these 3 cards will not represent how other people see the situation, but will represent the other people in the situation and how they're helping or hindering you here. So the 9 of Waters, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is a very sort of, God, we have water, fire, fire again. But this is, it does feel as though that this other person is wanting to endeavor in a way of brightness with the 9 of Water. It does have that sort of underlying, I want to fix this. But again, they will need to be authentic and truthful as well. You can't just do it alone. They can't just do it alone. You have to be authentic and trustworthy. And in this moment together, to seriously fight with all the passion you have within you, fight for this situation here. There will be change, 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 change. But change is needed for this success. And it does feel as though that this person is willing to be successful with you. Whether it is for them to go on their own and you to go on your own, they will find success and they wish for you to find success. But it feels like if you are trying to be authentic, trying to mend things, are truly, truly sorry for whatever has happened, if they are truly, truly sorry, if it is their fault, but remember, fault always, there's enough to spread out all over the whole piece of fucked up bread. Fucked up bread has lots of fault that can be spread around. You're going on this adventure together, and it feels as though that they're down. They're your homie. Ride or die, bitches, kind of thing. Ride or die. Like they're there for you. So are you there for them? Are you giving your authentic 100%? Are you truly on board? You must be truthful with yourself so that you can be truthful with them. Love is, I'm hearing, all around you, and love will find a way. Definitely feels that way, which is amazing, Capricorn, because it feels as though the universe is setting you up for success here. All right, Whispers of Love. Angela Hartfield. What's wrong, Jimmy? You can't get comfortable? I'll hurry up. I think he needs to go potty, so we gotta hurry up with your video. He gave me that I need to go outside look. That one. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. Well, this is perfect. We do have Valentine's Day coming up. A small token doesn't mean that you got to break the bank, okay? It could be a promise. I'm literally seeing a promise ring. So that used to be a thing back in like the early 20th century, so the early 1900s. People would give a love token. It could be a coin that they would have something engraved on one side, or just flat piece of silver, but they gave love tokens. As it progressed into the 70s and the 80s, there were promise rings where it's, I promise to make a commitment of marriage to you later, or I promise to get engaged to you later. But it's that small token, that small promise here. Back to what you love, which of course goes with the Hierophant. Exactly, your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Oh my God, you guys are reevaluating. All these cards are saying the same thing. And ask for help. What you really need help with. Oh my God, what is it you really need help with? My glasses are here somewhere. Be willing to allow yourself the support you need, whether it be a therapist, whether it be talking to the person you're in the relationship, whether it be a friend or family member. It could be your spirit guide you're asking for help, but asking for help. What is it you really need help with? But it feels as though that you're thinking and thinking and thinking about this. But remember, it doesn't feel like you're alone. It feels like there is help all around you, just like there's love all around you. And you just have to open the door and ask for help. You just have to go knock on the door and ask for help. Capricorn, I really think that you can do this as long as you're remaining in a high vibrational state of love and light, that this energy around you can be handled in the best and utmost beneficial way for you and everyone involved. And of course, I wish you the best of luck with that. Popping up will be a link to subscribe to the channel. Of course, you can subscribe below. Again, please show me some love with some thumbs up. I need to take Jimmy out to the bathroom, but I want you to know I appreciate you.